This is Smack It Back, the trivia game with a twist. And now, here's your host, Jeff Lyons.
All right, thank you, Sam Yates. Our crowd is revved up for another exciting episode of Smack It Back, the local quiz show with a twist. And tonight we have some special guests here playing our game. Two journalists, which will be interesting. You guys are fact checkers. You're intrepid. Sure. You're always making sure things are just right. So that's what we like here on Smack It Back. And over here on my right, we have Erin Gibson from USI. What do you do at USI, Erin?
I teach journalism and I advise the student newspaper, The Shield.
Okay. And how long have you been doing that?
I've been there. This is the end of my 10th year.
And you brought some family members in our audience tonight, right?
I did.
I hear them over there. That's right. Okay. So you've got some support there.
I do.
The wind beneath your wings. And over here we have John Webb from the Evansville Courier Press. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jeff.
How long have you been at the Courier, John?
I've been at the Courier for 6 years now.
Yeah. What drew you into journalism as a profession?
Well, weirdly, a guy told me that would be the best way to make money writing. I don't know if he was right, but...
And has it just been rolling in?
Yes. Yes.
Good answer. Good answer. All right, let's hear it for money, if anything. Maybe journalism, too.
Mostly money.
All right. Welcome to the program, both of you. Now, remember, we are racing to spell the word Smack It Back. That's 9 letters or 9 points. Questions will start out worth 1 point. You can smack it back to make it worth more. It can go up to 3 points. Now, the twist here with our game is that you'll be picking categories for each other. So you have to kind of read one another, use a little psychology, a little bluffing maybe at times, but get those points. You ready to play?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look at the first list of categories here for tonight. There they are on the board. We have ping pong, animal families, on the job, the elements. We flipped a coin ahead of time. And John, you get to start by picking a category for Erin.
I think I have to go with animal families.
Animal families, all right. Erin, which of these is a relative of the okapi? Now, you can answer right now for 1 point. If you think John doesn't know, you could smack it back to him, but beware, he could smack it back to you again.
I am going to attempt to answer.
You're going to attempt to answer it. We'll put it into play. Is it the Gila monster, the giraffe, the orangutan, or the nutach?
I'm going to smack it back.
You can't. It's too late. You got to
that's
answer.
That's right. I'm going to say giraffe.
Giraffe, and you're right.
Oh, come on.
She's playing with you, John. Did you notice that? The feigned, like, oh, really?
Little
I didn't
me,
know
I
that.
don't know.
I don't know the
Okay.
rules.
Got a fox in the hen house here. All right, Erin, you choose for John. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to choose ping pong.
Ping pong it is. John, which of these are the dimensions of a regulation tennis table? I'll show you 4 choices if you choose to play it.
I think I'm going to smack it
You're going
back.
to smack it back. Now, that means it's worth 2 to you. Now, Erin, you don't have to answer. You can smack it back to him, making it worth 3, and he'll have to answer.
Sure.
But if you think you know or can choose from 4, then that's yours to make.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to look at it. I'm going to take a look at and try to answer.
Then you have to play.
Yes,
Okay, just so we're
yes,
sure. I want to
yes,
make
yeah.
sure we're all
I'm
the same here.
clear,
Okay, is
sure.
it 5 by 9, 6 by 12, 4 by 12, or 6 by 10 and a half?
I'm going to smack it back.
You can't
I
smack
can't
it
keep
back.
doing this. 6 by 12.
6 by 12. You should have smacked it earlier there. It was actually 5 by 9. Did you know that, John?
I had no idea.
No idea. Well, see, that's why we're here. You know, we'll learn a few things. General knowledge here is a good part of it. Okay, so John moves ahead with a point, and you're now picking for Erin. What do you want to choose?
Oh, baseball strategy.
Baseball
for sure.
strategy it is. Okay, Erin, which of the following would be involved in a double switch? If you choose to play it, I'll show you 4 choices.
No.
No, nobody's involved.
Yeah, smack it back.
You're going to smack it back?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it worth 2 points to John. You can test your baseball knowledge or see if she's bluffing you here.
I know she's not bluffing me. I'll attempt to answer.
You're going to try to answer it.
Yeah.
Okay, is it base runners, infielders, pitcher catcher, or the manager?
For a double switch, would both have to be involved? I would go pitcher catcher.
Pitcher catcher? Nope, it's actually the manager has to be in there. Okay, so Erin gets the points, and we move ahead here with our next category set. And Erin, you're picking for John.
I will select historical films.
Historical films it is. John, what astronaut did Tom Hanks play in Apollo 13?
Oh, I'm going to answer.
You're going to go ahead and play that? Mm-hmm. Do you know which one it is?
Yeah, he played Jim Lovell.
Jim Lovell is correct, and you get another point on the board. Moving right up, we've got a tied game going here. And now we're going to throw it over to John to pick for Erin.
I'm going to choose the elements.
The elements it is. Okay, Erin, carbon-14 is used to do which of these?
I will attempt to answer.
You're going to answer that. Okay. Make bombs, date fossils, take fingerprints, or remove tar.
Date fossils.
Date fossils is correct. So now you move ahead by one. We're just kind of inching along here. You have an enthusiastic fan section over there. Aaron, choose for category here for John, please.
Oh, let's say the calendar.
The calendar it is. And John, Columbus Day is observed in which month?
I will answer.
You're going to answer that one? Which month?
That is February.
Sorry about that. You know, you told me in the email when we were trying to set up
yeah,
this
that's
engagement,
true.
you were terrible with calendars, so that didn't work out for you.
It did
You
not.
weren't lying, were you? All right. John, you
was not
choose for
lying.
Aaron.
I'm going to go with bugs.
Bugs it is. Okay, Aaron, which of these has by far the shortest antennae relative to the body size?
I'm going to smack it
You're
back.
going to smack it back. That's right. Make it word 2 now to John. And John, you can either answer or smack it back and make Aaron answer for 3.
I think I'm going to smack it right
Yeah,
back.
smack it back. Okay, Aaron, bug knowledge, how is it?
Bug knowledge. All right. And shortest antenna relative to the body size. Well, is an ant or a mosquito? I'm just going to say mosquito.
Mosquito, you know,
Oh, I was
I
between
thought
the
you were
two.
almost going to go with ant. Now, see, that gave John 3 points.
Yeah,
there.
it
so,
really
so
did.
that moves
Yeah.
him ahead. And
I may not know calendars.
Yeah, well, I know.
But you know bugs.
Yes.
Yeah, as it turns out, he does. So it worked out for John, and that's how the game can play sometimes. You know that, which is what makes it exciting. Okay, which is of course hard to take when you're the
Yeah,
one that lost the
especially,
points.
you know.
Aaron, choose for John, please.
I'm going to go with Honest Abe.
Honest Abe, it is. John, what was Abe Lincoln's father's first name?
I'm going to smack it back.
Smack it back for 2. What do you think, Aaron?
I'm going to attempt to answer.
You're going to attempt to answer from 4 choices. We'll put it into play. What do you think? Cyrus, Thomas, Samuel, or Thaddeus?
I'm going to say Thaddeus.
Oh, sorry about that. It is Thomas. Thomas. And now John only needs 1 to win here, 1 to
my.
win. So you're getting down to the wire
Yes.
here. And of course, John, you're in the barn, as we
Sure.
would say with euchre
in the
parlance.
bar,
But
yeah.
anyhow, you pick for Aaron. What do you want to choose?
For Aaron, I'm going to go with on the job.
On the job it is. Okay, Aaron, a lapidary deals with which of these?
I'm going to attempt to
You're
answer.
going to attempt to answer, so we'll put it into play.
Honey.
Sorry about that. And John went. That was not a sweet way to go out.
It was not a way- a
Okay,
good
well,
way to go
I
out.
think despite the fact
Yeah.
your cheering section kind of dried up here, but there you go.
Yeah.
A nice
you know,
hearty
no
handshake.
hard feelings.
Yeah, lapidaries deal with.
Victor.
I think it's an apiaries where they have bees. so it would be
Apiary and
like
lapidary
right,
is
they
the
all kind of
gems.
run
That's-
together.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's it.
that's
That's
all
it.
right. You'll live to see another game here, so you need to sit tight
Okay.
and think about that. And John, when we come back, we're going to play the Smack It Back Blitz for the first
Fantastic.
time tonight, which is a fast-paced, rapid-fire question session.
Sounds great.
Kind of like every press conference you probably covered.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so stick around to see how John Webb does with our first Smack It Back Blitz right after this. Okay, that was an impressive victory first time around, John.
I
Now,
don't
now
know
this
about
is where
that.
the rubber meets the road
All
because
right.
you have to actually know the answers on these. You know, you can kind of play back and forth in the game, but on this one, our blitz round, I'm going to fire off questions to you. Now I have 7 on the list here.
Okay.
You have to answer 5 correctly in 40 seconds in order to win an extra $100 tonight.
Sounds great.
You can answer the question, you can pass a question, we'll come back, but if you miss it, then it's out.
Alrighty.
You got it?
I do.
Well, let's put 40 seconds on the clock. Smack It Back Blitz begins right now. If you're eating a goober, what are you eating?
A peanut.
Correct. Where did Robert Peary plant an American flag in 1909?
Pass.
Okay. What is the last letter of the Greek alphabet?
Pass.
What Irish stone will give the gift of gab if you kiss it?
The Blarney Stone.
Correct. Vanderbilt University is in what city?
Nashville.
Correct. The song Chim Chimaree is from what movie?
That is from Mary Poppins.
Correct. Need one more. What record company was founded in 1959 by Berry Gordy Jr.?
Motown.
Correct, and you win the Smack It Back Blitz. How about that? Slick as a whistle. The other 2 questions there, where did Robert Peary plant an American flag in 1909? Do you know that one now that you have a little time to catch your breath?
1909, that I'm guessing that would have something to do with the No, it wouldn't have anything to do with World War I. No, I don't.
It was the North Pole.
North Pole.
Yeah, the North
Okay.
Pole. And then the last letter in the Greek alphabet, the alpha, the omega.
Oh,
the
I
omega.
should've known
Oh, I
that,
know.
yeah.
It's so easy once all the pressure is off. Well, you got an extra $100, so well done for you.
All right.
When we come back, we'll play Smack It Back Game 2 and see who can take home more cash. Stay tuned.
All right.
All right. We worked up a sweat here with that first blitz round. Nicely done, John. And as I mentioned there off the top, we are playing, our celebrities here are playing for charity tonight, or our journalists. Is that an oxymoron? Can you be a celebrity and a journalist? And
Aaron's probably more of a celebrity than I
Oh,
am.
no.
I'm not sure. Well, anyway, we're playing for charity here tonight. Aaron, would you like to tell us what cause you're playing
Sure.
for?
I'm playing for Another Chance for Animals, which is the organization that works within the animal care and control. They sit at the front desk and they keep an eye on the animals that are there and who might be up for adoption.
And you're crazy about animals. You have a
Yes.
house full of them,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How many cats would you
Oh,
say?
we don't
Plenty.
talk about
That's
that.
right. Okay. All right. That's fine. And John, who are you playing for
I'm going to
tonight?
play for Easter Seals.
Okay, very good. The rehab center here in
Yeah.
Evansville?
Especially, my family's worked with their preschool, which is a fantastic operation, and I wanted to help them out any way I can.
Yeah, okay, very good. So two worthy causes here tonight, and our contestants are working to raise some money for them.
right.
All right, speaking of work, we need to get back to work here. Break time is over. Aaron, you need to choose a category for John as we start game 2.
Okay. Fancy words.
Fancy words it is, to a journalist, from a journalist to a journalist.
Yes.
This will be interesting.
This is a smackdown.
Okay, John, which of these would be a synonym for the word pulchritude?
Pulchritude. I'm going to smack it
You're
back.
going to smack it back. Okay, now it's worth 2 points, Aaron, if you think you know a synonym of the word pulchritude, or you can smack it back to John one final time, make it worth 3.
I don't think he knows it. I'm going to smack
You
it
don't
back.
think he knows it?
I don't know fancy
okay.
words.
He's smacking it back. What do you think, John?
I'm going to say that it is a synonym for gumption.
Gumption? Oh, it was beauty. Beauty. Did you know beauty?
I didn't.
Really?
I
okay.
didn't,
Well, I
no.
didn't either when I
Neither
saw
of
the
us
question
did,
tonight. I
so-
thought, what in the world is that word? But it is beauty.
I learned my
I
lesson.
looked it up. Okay. So, Aaron, you rocket ahead there with 3 points there. That gives you some good momentum. John's going to pick a category for you and
Okay.
try to derail you, I'm sure. John, what do you want to do?
I think I'm going to say orchestras.
Orchestras it is. Okay, Aaron, one would find a hautboyist in which section of the orchestra?
Hot boyist. I will smack it back.
Smack it back. Spend a lot of time at the orchestra, do you, John?
A lot of time, but
Okay.
you know, I don't think she knows this, so I'm going to smack it back
You're
to
going
her.
to smack it back, potentially getting 3 points if she doesn't know it, or maybe she is playing a little music for you here. What do you think,
Perhaps.
Aaron? Is it the string, the percussion, the brass, or the woodwind?
Hot boyist. I'm going to say that is a woodwind.
And you are right. Do you know which woodwind it is?
I do not.
It's actually the oboe.
Ah.
It's the oboe, yeah. You learn, and I think it's actually pronounced hautbois.
Hautbois.
But that seemed a little snooty for here in the
Yeah,
tri-state, so hot boy it is. All right, I'm sure Alfred Savia is penning a letter to me right now from the Philharmonic. I'm sorry about that. Okay, Aaron, you choose a category now for John.
U.S. geography.
U.S. geography it is. And John, which of these is closest to Idaho?
I think I have to try to answer here.
You're going to try to answer that. Yeah, you need to move ahead here,
on
so
the
we're going to
board,
play
yeah.
the question. Is it Kansas, Wyoming, Missouri, or California?
That would be Wyoming.
You think it's Wyoming? We'll try that, and you are correct. Very nice. And we should point out, just for game security, there is not a big weather map hanging here in the studio
No.
that somebody could refer to, although that would be very handy, wouldn't it? Okay, John, you picked for Aaron, and nicely done there.
Oh, thank you. I think I'll go with the Irish.
The Irish it is. To a lady named Erin. That is interesting. A shillelagh is a type of what, Aaron? Do you want to answer? Smack it back to John for 2.
I will smack it back.
You're going to smack it back, making it worth 2 to John Webb. What do you think a shillelagh is?
You know, I'm going to smack it back to her and give her a chance to win.
Just give her a
I
chance
see.
to win.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I
helping her
see.
out.
So,
That's what I'm
okay,
doing.
a large S out here. Is it a song, a musical instrument, a party, or a walking cane, Aaron?
I'm going to say a shillelagh is a song.
No, it's a walking cane. A walking cane.
what you did.
I would have guessed Anyway, that's
Yeah.
why I'm not a contestant on the show. I'm the host. Okay, well, nicely played, and that tightens up our game quite a bit. So, Aaron, let's choose for John, please.
I'm going to go with It's Hot.
It's hot. It's getting hot out here, too. John, which of the following best describes the location of the Sahara Desert?
I will attempt to answer.
You're going to try that one? Northern Africa, Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, Western Africa.
I'm going to say Northern Africa.
Is correct. Of course, it's right up there in Northern Africa, right along the equator. And so you have moved up right now. We are almost tied. You need 1 point there to tie up with Aaron. You might get it this time around. You need to select a category for Aaron, please.
Authors.
Authors it is. Aaron, who wrote The Gift of the Magi?
I am going to smack it back.
Smack it back for 2. Okay, John, you could now not only tie, but move ahead of Aaron if you can answer this one correctly. Or you can smack it back.
I'm going to smack it back.
Smack it back one more time. There we go. All right, Aaron, you could win if you know who wrote The Gift of the Magi.
I'm going to say it's O. Henry.
And you would be correct, and you won the game. How about that? Did you know O. Henry, John?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I think we both had some good English teachers.
Yeah, that's right. Some very good English teachers. So, well, that's great. So each of you has won a game. So that's like the best of all worlds here in the quiz show kingdom.
That's right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here in a minute, and you'll get to play your Blitz round, add
Okay.
another $100 to your charity.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Sounds wonderful.
All right. Well, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with Smack It Back. Until then. Okay, time for Smack It Back Blitz number 2. Try to get that off of your tongue 3 times fast.
Smack it Blitz.
Yeah, very good. You want to switch chairs? Oh, I would want to be in your chair to try to answer these questions. Have you ever done a game show before like this?
I have never done a game
I mean, you
show.
have a pretty broad background in broadcasting, right? Where all have you worked and what all have you done?
I started my career at the radio station at WSWI on campus at USI, and then I began my official career at WIKY Radio.
Okay, I remember hearing you on the radio, and of course then you went back to school,
Yes.
and working on many degrees and all of that. So, well, this is a fun prospect, at least for me, to be able to ask the questions here. Hopefully for you
Sure.
to answer them as well.
Hopefully I will impress.
All right, now you saw John play the Blitz, and he did it masterfully.
He did.
So that's going to be a big bar to jump over here. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Okay, well, we will put 40 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
I'll need for you to answer 5 questions correctly in the 40 seconds.
Okay.
Remember, you can pass a question, and we will come back to it. Are you
Okay.
ready to start?
I'm ready.
That clock will roll as soon as I finish the first question. So the Smack It Black Blitz starts right now. What insect was Pinocchio's friend?
Grasshopper.
Not sure on that. We'll get
Cricket.
a ruling. Cricket is correct. Okay. In the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, how many kids were trapped in the lawn?
Pass.
A spider has how many legs?
8.
8 is correct. Who was cartoon character Yogi Bear's best buddy?
Pass.
Okay. How many planets are between the Earth and the Sun?
2.
2, correct. Mercury and Venus. Lunar, Julian, and Gregorian are types of what?
Could you repeat the question?
Lunar, Julian, and Gregorian are types of what?
Pass.
Sorry, they're calendars. Calendars. John knew that. Calendars. Okay, so just to recap there, a cricket, you finally got
Jiminy
that around.
Cricket.
And we're
Yes,
playing for
yes,
charity here,
yeah.
so that's fine. The movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, it was 4 kids were out in the
I was gonna
lawn.
say
Hard to
3,
remember that.
so.
Yogi Bear's best buddy, what does the audience know this one?
Boo
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 Boo.
the
They all
Bear.
knew it.
Yes,
they all
they
knew it.
did.
Isn't that always the way? And then you didn't get to the 7-letter word, which is a pivot point of a lever. Would you have known that?
No.
It's a fulcrum.
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Not only do you have to count letters, you have to know the word too. Nothing like good old-fashioned pressure out there. But
That's
you
right.
did well,
Thank you.
and you still get your winnings there for the first game.
Great.
And so what we're going to do is tally up the winnings, kind of divvy up everything, and when we come back, we'll see who gets what. So
Fantastic.
don't go away. We'll be right back to finish out tonight's Smack It Back.
It's fine.
All right, we are ready to wrap up this game, and it was a good evening, actually. John, for your charity, the Easter Seals Rehabilitation Center, you have earned $300, which we will donate to Easter Seals on your behalf. And Aaron, for yours,
Another chance for
another
animals.
chance for animals. They get another chance of $200 worth for you.
Yeah.
He won the Blitz, so he gets a little bit more. But in all, it's all good out there. Absolutely good.
Yay.
So you've done your good work for tonight. Now I have to. Spontaneous. Oh, okay. All right, over there. I have to point something out. You know, when we have contestants on our show here, we invite them to bring family members and friends, and I think you were a little shy to do that, weren't you, John?
Well, I don't think my 1-year-old daughter would have done well sitting
Oh,
over there.
no, a
for
1-year-old
30
loves to sit in the audience and smack it back. I do want to show you who's out there, though. This is the entire Aaron Gibson clan from parts unknown around the tri-state. Look at all of them there. You got a sister, your mom. And,
My dad,
yeah,
my husband. I think my husband was actually rooting for John because we're actually
That's
good friends.
true.
So
That's your father. 'Cause I just thought he was just a guy that wandered in, and we were like, we need somebody in the audience out here. Well, it's a good-looking family, Aaron, so thanks. And they clapped for you too, John.
Well, I don't think so.
They are big-hearted. Oh, I think they did. They absolutely did. So if you want to find out more about Smack It Back, we do have a Facebook page. You can check that out. We have our contestant searches posted on there and things you want to know. Behind the scenes visits, and you'll see things that you won't get to see here on TV. And I guess after you see them on social media, you'll know why you don't see them here on TV. So your thoughts? Did you have a fun night here?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've always wondered how I'd do on a game show. So
Yeah.
this was.
Now, have you told your friends at the paper where you were tonight, or
Yeah, a couple of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they all assumed that Aaron was going to wipe the floor with me.
Oh,
so we
really?
came out pretty
Okay.
even. So.
So did you lose a bet or anything like that? in the
No,
news?
I wasn't smart enough to put money on
Oh,
it. I
okay.
should have.
Well, that might have worked out. But you did get your $300
Yes,
for
I
the
did.
Rehab
That's-
Center,
that's
so
what's
that's
important.
good. And Aaron, so what's next? You've done the game show thing?
I think I'm going to go to Disney World.
Disney World, Reality World. All right, well, that sounds like fun. Maybe we'll have a Disney World version down there. All right, thank you both. How about a handshake here and an applause for coming out?
Congratulations.
We'll see you next time here on Smack It Back. Thanks for joining us, and you have a great day.
Smack It Back is owned by Eaton Creations, produced by 14 WFIE. This is Sam Yates speaking.